All right, so we are recording. So this is Coffee and Coaching. I don't know the date, but for those of you who are with us live, it's very nice to see you. Hey, okay, cool. Hey, Victoria. We were just getting started. So we are recording this because there were some girls who wanted to come and hang out with us tonight, but you know how it is, life, holidays, didn't make it. So we are recording this just so we have something to send to them. Because like I said, a lot of girls wanted to come and hang out with us. So let's just go ahead and get started. So this is super chill. Any questions that you have about coaching, or if you're not understanding something, just post it in the chat and whoever added you in here will respond to you. Or if we don't get to your question tonight, just know that whoever added you here, like seriously message them and ask them any questions you have, because coaching is a very broad, it's a business, right? So we're not going to be able to cover everything in like 15 minutes. We just really want to share our hearts and share kind of our personal stories, because I feel like that's definitely the most impactful thing. So for me, my name is Sue, and I started coaching, it'll be 4 years in April. So about 3.5 years ago. And I was a single mom at the time. And it started because I actually bought Insanity. I don't know, have you guys heard of Insanity? It's with Shaun T. So if you've never done a program before, it's one of the classics. And I bought it from Amazon for so much money. It's like well over $100. And it was just a DVD. It's so much cheaper now to get all the programs. It blows my mind. So I bought it and I did that program at 4 a.m. every single day. And it gave me amazing results, better than any gym I'd ever been to. But mainly what it did for me is like, it helped me find my life again as a single mom. And it changed like who I was, how I saw myself. Like I can still picture times when God just like spoke to me through that program about my life. Right. And so I was obviously telling everyone about them, about the workouts I was doing, because I love them. And that's what you do. When you love something, you just share it. So I was like, obviously sharing about it, loving it. And then I heard about 21 Day Fix when that program came out, and I was doing it, and I randomly saw this girl on Facebook, and she was like doing the program too. She happened to be a single mom, but I was like, wait, she's always home. And I was getting my master's degree. So I was dropping my son off at daycare. Like I said, I was a single mom. The only income that I had was child support. So I was like $700 a month. I had $20 in my bank account, living with my parents. And I saw this girl and she looked so happy. And I was like, hold up. Like I stalked her for so long. And I was like, she's definitely real. She's a real person. She's not like a robot. She's definitely working from home and she's doing well and she's happy. And it looks like she's doing the workouts that I'm doing, but she's literally doing it for a job. I was like, is this a dream? And so I messaged her after I stalked her for a while. And I heard about the coaching opportunity, and I didn't have anything like this to hop onto. If she had offered me an evening to come and hear her story, I would have been all over that. She didn't. But even then, something in my gut told me, even if you can help one person feel amazing or find their life and find their fight and their purpose again, you need to do this. Like, it is selfish of you, Susan, to be too afraid to say yes to this. So I said yes. I signed up. I made $110 my first week. We get paid every single week. An income disclaimer here that covers this whole entire video. Your income is a direct reflection of how hard you work. And so, yeah, that's the kind of the income. That's a bad version of the income disclaimer, but we just need to say it one time to cover it all. So I made $110 my first week. And from then on, I just have fallen more in love with this business every single week, every single day, every single month. It's an honor to get paid to do it. I would do it if I didn't even ever get paid anything ever again. So that's kind of my broad story. And we're going to go into a few other like things about coaching, but you're just going to hear a couple other people's stories. Like I said, if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and just let Megan share a little bit tonight too. So go ahead, Megan.
Okay, sorry, I had to unmute myself. I have been sitting for like the past 2 hours on training calls, so I like need to stand. Okay, so I am Megan, and I have been coaching. It'll be 3 years this month, just like next week or something crazy, which is insane that it's already like gone by that fast. But So I started with Beachbody actually as a customer. I had no idea that there was a coaching opportunity to it, but I was 6 months postpartum, and I was going through postpartum depression. I had very severe anxiety. I hated the way that I felt, and even worse, the way that I looked. I would not pose in pictures with my kids. I couldn't even keep up with my older daughter, who was 3 at the time. I was out of breath all the time. I just was not happy, and I knew something needed to change. So one night I was feeding my son late at night, and I saw an infomercial for a program. It was a hip hop program. And I always say, I don't know what drew me to that program because I hate dancing, but the people looked happy. And I was like, I need whatever they are doing or whatever they have, because they're seeing results, but more specifically, it was that happiness and that fulfillment that they portrayed. And I knew I needed that. So I told my husband I was going to order the DVD, and he thought I was silly and like I wouldn't show up and I wouldn't stay committed. And that made me go even harder because I was like, nope, I got to prove you wrong now. So I really did it to kind of give him a, see, look what I did. But I did it for myself too. After about a week, I really started loving the way that I was feeling. And it became like an obsession after that. Like I needed more. So after that program, I ordered another program. And this was before Beachbody On Demand, where you could get all of the programs in one little thing. I had to order every single DVD. So I was loving what I was doing. I was seeing amazing results. I had lost about 30 pounds, I think, total. And then I got to a point where I just plateaued. I stopped working out. And it was in that time that I saw Sue, who is my coach, start showing up on Facebook. And I went to junior high with her. So we have a past, but got disconnected there after junior high. And we were able to reconnect. I saw how happy she was and how fulfilled she was and how she was staying home with her kids. And I didn't even know at the time that I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, but I was like, I need that. I'm here working with my son. Like, I brought him to work with me. I can't do this anymore. I need to be home, like experiencing life with them. And I still do work part-time, guys, but at the time when I first started, I was working full-time. I was taking classes to further my career. And there was just a lot of different obstacles that I faced at that time, but I knew that if I went in just like I had when I started my fitness journey, that I would see the results that I was wanting. So about probably a year ago, I was able to go down part-time, and hopefully soon I'll be able to retire myself from my job. But for right now, I do it on top of my job, which means that it's totally doable for anyone. I work in power pockets throughout the day, so I don't have to spend hours devoting myself to another commitment. I know that was a huge obstacle at first. I thought I was going to have to spend a whole bunch of time. Really, it's probably 1 hour a day that I spend on my business, but I do it 10 minutes here, 15 minutes there. And it really doesn't feel like work at all because I'm connecting with other women. And I wanted to just share really quickly, another obstacle that I faced was nobody would be willing to join me because I don't have a story. And it's so not true. Like, you're powerful. You're powerful. Your story is powerful, and everyone does have a story. And when you share it vulnerably, yes, on social media, but when you share that story, you will attract your people. There are women out there who are going through what we have gone through or what we are going through currently, and you will continuously attract those people who will want to join you, who want to be part of this amazing team. And that's about it, I think. Rochelle, go ahead.
All right, I got you. Can you guys hear me okay? My internet is kind of unstable, so it might click in and out, but just bear with me if you guys lose. So for those of you that don't, and I have been coaching, it'll be 2 years. Yep, it says internet unstable. 2 years in February. And I'm going to tell you why it took me a full year to actually start working my business. So a little backstory. Sorry, I'm getting interruptions here. This is real life. This is what coaching looks like. So about 2.5 years ago or so, we had a hurricane hit Puerto Rico, right? And if you don't know, Puerto Rico is my second home. And our family went through a serious down low in our family. And I was just hitting rock bottom. I was about 45 pounds overweight, and I honestly just did not know what to do. We took a couple months to kind of, pick up our family, pick up the pieces. And I hit this spot in my life where I'm like, you know what? I need to do something. And so I knew about Beachbody programs. I knew that I wanted to do them. So I got a Beachbody On Demand membership, but I didn't know what to do with it. I had no clue. So I was kind of fumbling around. And then they happened to announce 80-Day Obsession. And that is when I got introduced to my coach, which is Sharon. And I started up with her in January, actually. And I started doing the program. I did it silently. I put my head down and I just went to work. And I think I lost a good 20 pounds on it. And I started to get my confidence back because I'm a stay-at-home mom. And I was overweight. I was sad because all the things that had happened with Puerto Rico, and I just needed to get my confidence back. Since ending 80-Day Obsession, I started to slowly get into more personal development. It was about 6 months ago. And that is when it hit me that I have had so many emotional walls that I've needed to bust through. And as I have gone through those, that is when I started to speak more truth on social media. And as those walls have come down and I've spoken that truth, that is how my business and my tribe have actually grown to the people that are supposed to be with me. I think that when we have this armor around ourselves, we cannot actually contribute your real truth self. So you're not going to actually attract your real tribe. You know what I'm saying? So I truly give thanks to the personal development part of this and sharing my story in a true, authentic way, because I think that that is what's made me truly love coaching a whole lot more. And I'm still growing every single day, but showing up in an authentic way for myself, that's where I have felt like I have just been breaking those walls. Because I think for me, I believed the lie for the longest time that I didn't have a story, like Megan said, or I didn't have anything really significant to show, anything special. But as time has gone on, I've realized that somebody can relate to what I'm saying. Somebody can relate to what I'm going through, whether as minuscule as you might think it is. There's somebody out there that needs to hear it. There's somebody out there that can relate to it, even if it's just small. So keep plugging away at that personal development, girls.
Yes, that is so true. I will say personal development is in my opinion, it's been one of the best things that I've learned from this whole coaching opportunity. So here's the deal, you guys. We could answer questions about how you get paid and how we do trainings and about the free trips. We didn't even talk about the free trips. I'm getting to go with Derek to Punta Cana, paid for in March. Yeah. And a lot of girls on the team are coming too. And we get to bring his parents in this massive suite. And we get to just be like, we want to bless you guys and bring you. We would never be able to do that without this opportunity. So there's tons of stuff that we could cover right now, honestly. But I think one of the most important things that it really comes down to is this job is work. You are the CEO of your own business. And some days, especially if you're not doing your personal development, or if you're believing lies in your head about, that you're not, if you're comparing yourself to other coaches and all these kinds of things, just like anything in life, it takes work and it will stretch you and you will grow. And some days you will cry, happy tears and sad tears. But the thing is, and there's never been a day where I've actually thought to myself that I'm going to quit. But I do think what that would feel like if I actually thought I was going to quit. And I think if I quit, what then? Because this is it's not just about income. It is, it's my full-time job and it is so important to my family. I want to eventually retire my husband. It is about income, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's really about the community and the friendships, like none of the women on my team would be in my life in the way that they are now if I hadn't said yes to this. It's about like the confidence that I have, the fact that I am so proud to have my kids here on any call that I do, because everything I say is truth and life and it matters. And I want them to see me going for my goals. Because if I let my fears and insecurities keep me from saying yes to an opportunity that could change my life, then what I'm doing is I'm saying to them, like, you know, compare yourself, you're not good enough. Do you know what I mean? Like it's so much more than you even know. And so whatever reason that you said yes to being on this like call with us, you know, if it's finances or if you just want friends or if you want free trips, all of those are amazing reasons. But what makes me excited is that if you say yes to this, you will look back 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize how one choice and sticking with that was going to change my life. And I will say, some people in this business, they get started and they because of either their presence on social media before they signed up as a coach or just their personality, like you might have more success at the beginning, right? So like I made $110 that first week. There are people who've made way more and there's people who have made way less. So I think the other important thing is to realize that wherever you start, you might start out super fast and successful in the business, or you might start out slower, but anyone can do this if you trust the process, if you do the trainings that we provide for you. And your coach, if they're on our team, they know the trainings and they will lead you. I can say with absolute confidence that the coaches on our team are incredible people. And so whoever it is that you sign up with on our team will be able to mentor you. Like, just know that, you know? And so it really comes down to trusting in yourself enough and listening to that still small voice that's maybe telling you to jump. And maybe it's not your season, but if it is, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. And just know that like, we are all here for you. Yeah. So I just want to encourage you guys with that little bit of, yeah, because it makes me so excited thinking of your life could change tonight. Like it could change. And that just makes my heart beat fast. So anyway, without keeping you on the call any longer, I think that was that it, Megan, Rochelle? Was that kind of all we mainly wanted to cover, right? Yeah. And we do have some exciting announcement. Megan is hooking up our team with a really exciting thing. I can't even say what it is. And she's a kick-ass coach for getting us this opportunity, but it involves super trainer and it's going to be amazing. And it's those kinds of things that like just light me up, you know, like we're doing like mom life hard and then we're getting to do like these incredible things. Megan, I won't say anything more, but you guys, seriously, this team is just incredible and this opportunity is amazing. So hopefully we will be seeing you on our team page soon. And if not, just know that we're here every single Tuesday night doing coffee and coaching, and you can hop on with us and you can hear our stories all over again or hear someone else's story, but we're not going anywhere. So when it is your season, just know that we're here. All right. Okay. You guys have an amazing Tuesday night. Thanks for coming and hanging out.